Greetings, everyone. I think you can see here we've got the Quality Inn, and the sign is a little bit deceptive. So we're going to take a little drive and find out why. I hope you're all doing great today, by the way. Miss y'all. The irony of that sign, sorry, is this. The Carriage Inn, which was what it was originally called and then became the Quality Inn, kind of a sprawling piece of 70s memorabilia hotel. About 2 years ago, I've got one vid on it. About 2 years ago, they did put a group in here that didn't have any money, and they put a group in the hotel, and the hotel burned down. Like within the first 5 days of letting people stay there free. I don't know. I think it was like literally a crack pipe incident occurred. So no more Quality Inn. It was just literally up in smoke. So that was completely and utterly bizarre. So this is where the downtown camp got moved. But there's an irony to it that I see anyway. And I do, of course, have compassion for everyone there, but it's just weird that the facility that was way better, that had actual showers, actual beds, actual rooms, actual heat, burned to the ground. And now, and then it was just vacant for years, for the last couple of years, and now it's got this kind of substandard thing. Once again, I don't know how the place burned down. You almost wonder, like with these darn commies, they probably burned it down themselves so they could build this thing. No, I'm sorry. Am I sounding like that? It's a weird thing. What a green, incredible town we live in. Here we have Indian Creek, which I'd never seen before coming back here. And there is a little trail to it. Isn't this lovely how we've got this poor little creek? It's kind of like that all over here. And, you've got the Department of Ecology with people getting paid up the yin-yang. And yet you've got, there's some kind of little woods there. And yet you've got a creek, probably with juvenile salmon, just there, right? Just kind of here alongside this reprehensible building. These made me cry. I think when I was little I wanted to be an architect, and always thought it was above and beyond me for some reason. And I used to draw like wild, crazy, fun buildings. And now it's like everything just looks like it came out of a really bad Play-Doh container box, right? Toys R Us just exploded on us, the sale bin. And now we've got this weird, I don't know what you would call that, barf? Neoclassical barf. And like who, once again, Olympia is such a cool town with all these cool Evergreen State College, greeners that are supposedly here to tell us how great they are. Then why are they doing this? Is this their vision? That's scary, right? When you're just passive and like, okay, you guys say you know what you're doing, so we'll just let you do whatever you do. And this is what we got. This is what we got. So it's weird. These people could all be living in that giant, it was a giant endless hotel. The restaurant had been closed down, but I remember going to that. I remember back in the day going once to that restaurant years ago, and it was fine. So now you've got the kind of uncomfortable encampment. Carriage House Hotel, Quality Inn. I miss you. I think you were probably more comfortable for people to stay in, and there's something going on, and I don't know what. Okay, now here's a building I always forget to tell you guys about. This was like some weird state shirker building, and they emptied it out and made it into, this is the marijuana government building for pot regulation, which is hilarious. And again, it started out, it was in a smaller building, and that's just been kind of a wild thing. What kind of stories have I heard? One was that when pot first became legal, they started something called the Marijuana Board, and the Marijuana Board immediately elected one of the women's husbands, who was a lawyer, to be the Marijuana Board husband lawyer kind of thingy. So you've got your little conflicts of interest kind of around here. You know, there was something I was kind of going to do earlier, kind of regarding that conflict of interest thing, which is the buildings downtown that are all these little square Monopoly buildings. It turned out they're coming from one guy who they made Man of the Year in Olympia, and they call him a city planner, but he's just a developer, and I see a conflict of interest with that as well. So there you have it. They went from like one part of a building to taking up one medium building to now just taking up a whole entire giant building to regulate marijuana. Interesting, huh? Alright. And we've got over this way. Sorry if this is kind of a messy little happy Labor Day kind of thing. But if we go real slow here, you've got your little more established Plum Village back that way. And remember that at that little mini mart right there, don't take a bath in the bathroom or you'll make Amrit cry. You will make Amrit cry. He is the owner there, and oftentimes that bathroom door gets locked and there's people taking all kind of bath and shower, and it's just wild. So don't forget what Howard's Cleaners tells us. They tell us